The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, hello everyone. Can you hear me well? Okay, if you can hear me well, could you type me? I think everybody can hear me well, and let's start. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself. I am Nurullah Herel from FND, and I am working Asta Tilos and ICETIA consultant. And today our key concern is resource modeling in Asta Powerproject. And my points are how resources fit into the planning process and organizing company resources structure. And next issue is looking schedule resources and how to get a resource histogram. And the most important part is the resource modeling and productivity. And the last key is that resource breakdown structure and resource availability we will see in Asta Powerproject. And on the Asta side, when we look at the Asta side, Asta is project portfolio resource management software, and over 100,000 users worldwide people is using Asta, and it can work as an enterprise, which means two planner would work at the same time in Asta Powerproject. They can manage their project at the same time. And if you, I would like to also manage the FND, who we are. Many of them already know FND. We are Asta, Tilos, ICETIA, and Project Tracker software provider. Not only, not only software provider, but also we are delivering project management consulting, support services, and training as well. And let's start to leave demonstration part in Asta. Uh, as I said, Asta could work standalone and enterprise also. And the interface is coming with really simple view, as you see. And it looks like a Microsoft product actually. And let's look at the our resource modeling in, as I mentioned that. And I'm opening the Asta and going to my project site. And to begin with, on the left, on the middle of the screen, and you will see that the separate sheet, which functionality looks like an Excel. Totally, I can modify the cell, I can edit the new column, I can delete the new column, and all functionality looks like totally Excel. And let me add one more column in here. For example, for the adding the column, I am going to add column here, like let's say I am going to add column here, for example, and always depend on your requirement. What would you like to add it? For example, in resource category, you can add your effort and effort remaining and quantity, resources, and everything. You can find that over here. And I am going to, sorry again, I'm going to add a allocation, and for it I'm just going to allocation part and saying that allocation, and I'm closing that, and it is ready. And as you see that my allocation column is has been added over here. And if you look at the project view, as you see over here, and this is the my project view, and I can see that the all my resources, my code library, my cost, my calendar. Actually, I can see my EPS in here, and also I can edit that, or I can define that the elements to use as a template, for example. And if I define the code libraries, and I can use the, for example, building stage, use as a template in the next time. What it provides me, it is really actually beneficial for us, and I am avoiding the time wasting, because each time I am not defining my uh, objects again and again. And let's look at this side. And as you see, uh, under my program, I have a building stage. As you see, this is my uh, actually project, and it is, as I said, it is really to create project. It is really simple in Asta, and under it, I have a two kind of the resources. What's that? I would like to actually demonstrate that those resources. And the first one is the permanent resources, and second one is the consumable resources. And permanent resources, let's look at the permanent resources, means that let me give you an example. When you use the machinery or people today, not consuming, and will be able to using them tomorrow also. And that means that I am using today the any resources like engineer or architect and something, or people or machinery, and it is not going to be consumed, and tomorrow I will be able to also use them. And another one is the consumable resources, and which means that after using kind of resources, it is going to be end and consuming tomorrow as well, and it will not allow me to use again those kind of consumable resources. Let's say that this is, it can be concrete, it can be bricks, it can be windows, it can be roof material, and kind of things we can define and use them. Why we are separating two of them? Reason of that, we have a different calculation type and different modeling. And right now, I am going to view and showing that how I define the permanent and consumable resources in here. And under view tab, I'm going to just library, and as you see, all my predefined elements over here, like resources, my resources is here, is that my calendar is here, my other, let's say, code libraries over here, my formulas over here, table definition is here, and I can define that everything over here. And let me go permanent resources inside, and simply I would like to create my uh, resource breakdown structure. And let's say that this is, I'm just clicking with the mouse in here, and let's say that FND resource breakdown structure. And later on, I'm just clicking enter and making into the folder, and it has been defined. And going inside and adding to my resources, let's say that engineer, and let's say that consultant, and let's say that security, and you can define all your resources in here. And it is really easy, just I'm clicking, and later on I'm saying that this is my resources, and I can define my resources. Okay, let's go to the detail of them, and I'm just clicking to my consultant, and I will see that the details. And what can I do with this? I can give a more detail for them. And let's say that this is the, I can define the email of it. Let's say info@fndsite.com. And I can define the calendar for the my consultant. And let's imagine that I have a two consultant or three consultant, and they are just going to be worked in two times in a week, and I can define their calendar is here, and I can say that this is just working 2 days or 3 days or 1 day. it is depend on your requirement, and I can define the special calendar for it, and also I can go more detail and which day they can work and they cannot work. I can just edit this calendar properties, and also I can I can say that this is the my resource, say that three uh, three consultant I am available in here, and also available from this is I can define that the date, and they can start to work from, for example, 20th of January till end of the February, or let's say that is that following year end of the February. I can define that, and also I can define that the resource appearance, how it will look like, and I can say that this green, blue, or another color is there. And also I can define in the another type, uh, I can define that the cost and income for them. And let's define the one of them, and I can define for the cost, and I'm just going to add a new rate, and it is, let's say, consultant for F&D. It has been defined, and I can go to more details, and I can say that this consultant cost is, let's say, £50 for per hour, and I am earning money from them. My income is, let's say that 20 percentage, or let's say that 30 percentage. I am earning money from them, and this is my income, and I can define that this is per hour. I can say that this is let's say weekly, monthly, and I can define that the all properties on over here for the income and cost, and later on it is defined, and I am going to assign this one, and consultant for F&D. I am just choosing this, and it has been assigned in here. And another part in here is the assignment part. It is the important, and we will see that this is the modeling type over here. And let's look at the our modeling type. Is the we have a non-modeling, and I can recommend it for the some project for them. And another modeling is that work on allocation, and in here if I know that the total effort, and I would like to calculate, I would like the system to calculate my allocation, I can choose this one. And if I know that the work, and I want to get system to calculate my allocation, I can choose another one. And all my modeling type is here, and as you see, I can say that the system, please calculate for me that the duration, or I can say that please calculate for me for the allocation. And also there's, as you see, there's a balancing. Balancing is that this items has been kept by system, and it's not allowing to not allowing to reduce or increase that those items. And simply I just created that my uh, permanent resource and consultant, and it is ready. I created my RBS, and I'm going to back again in here, and as you see, in under the permanent resources I have a FMD RBS, and my consultant in here, engineer and security, as I defined, is over here. And let's look at the Gantt chart view. And in Asta Powerproject, it is really easy to create a task. I'm just um, drawing activities using my mouse. Later on, I can make it link start to finish, and start to start, or let's say that for in third day it is going to finish and another is start, and also finish to, let's say, finish to start. And it is really simple that the creating this element in Asta Power project. And let me delete all, and I already created my building stage. And as you see that those task my project, and as you see that the under it my building stage, and simply I will assign to my resources in here. And let's say that I am going to consultant, and just am dragging and throwing inside my task. And as you see, it is directly came here. Actually, normally it looks like that. Okay, anyway, let's get back. And directly it is assigned to my task. And what I see in here, and it is the allocation, how many consultant I assigned to this task. And let's say that I am going to assign not one, and this is calculating duration. And let's say that I am for each 5 consultant I am assigned, and it is, let's say that this is calculation, not modeling. As you see, I just assigned the 5 allocation for it, and it is showing that my cost as I defined, and 25 percentage my income, I am profit for them, and it is also a system is calculate automatically for me over here. And let's get the assign the another task firstly, that the some uh, resources over here. And I am going again to my project view, and just selecting the electrician, and just dragging and drawing. And let's say this is for another one, and fitters for going to be my foundation, and it has been assigned as you see. And in Asta Power project, working than the another system, and as you realize it, and we have another bar here, and the resource bar over here. This is the task and taskbar, and this is the another resource bar. And what does it mean, this one? And I can make it the different resource planning, and I can make it more advanced planning in Asta Power project with the using resource modeling. And let me keep continue to assign some, this one for example, electrician is going to be my another activities. And let's look at the properties of the my resources, and I'm just clicking there, and it is showing me the details and cost and income, as I made it before, and as I shown how I created that one. And in the modeling type is important, and it has been selected non-modeling, and I can say that please calculate for me allocation, effort, and for the another things. And let me show you one more thing in here, and this is I would like to show you an histogram, how I create histogram in Asta Power project, and I can analyze more deeply and more advanced uh, resources, your resources. And I am just going to add new histogram in here, and as you see my panel is opened, and just I am going to left side, and I am choosing the my resources, and what I would like to see, and all has been defined in our library. And I am just going to FND RBS, and I am just selecting my consultant and engineer, and later on I am going to select the histogram definite, and as you see there's a many kind of the histogram in here, and also you can create your histogram or you can use those things. For example, I'm going to select the allocation availability in here, and as you see uh, my in here my availability is showing that the blue line, but in here it is already overlapped, and as you see this is I just um, my allocation is maximum 3 for it, and but it is showing that it is alert me, Asta is alert me that the you are over limit for these resources. And let's go and detail for it, and I am saying that this is the not 5 allocation, and I'm just saying that this is 3, and as you see this is the my right now is over the limit. And let's look at the another kind of the histogram, and let me select this one for it, or let me change not FND, and I would like to see that the service engineer, and let me select all, and as you see is my histogram is regenerated again over here, and it is showing that my limitation, and blue line is my limit of the resources. And for example, let's go to the electricians, and let's assign more allocation. Let's say that this is not 1 and this is going to be 15 allocation for it, and directly as you see in histogram my histogram is reflecting regarding to my allocation. And if I assign it more, let's say that, sorry, calculation, let's say that this is 25 allocation I allocated to my task, and it is going to be up, and my, and let's say that this is, please show me that just for electricians, and as you see this is my limitation and it is going to be over, right, and let's say that this is 30, and as you see this is my limitation, and system is automatically alert me that you cannot assign more because you already over. And for the avoiding this one, or you can go to more detail for it, or let me first add another histogram it, and later on I will show you some more techniques for the Asta, how we are looking and analyzing the resources. And let me add the one more histogram in here, and let's say that this is FND, just consultant, not engineer, and show me that the availability. Yes. And this is my another histogram, and also it is showing me that the my, let me do, and when I, for example, when I extend my task, and it is also going to be extend and directly in reflecting our the histogram part, and it is showing that my uh, resources, and let's say that this is 15, and as you see it is also going to be system is automatically alerting me, and you cannot assign this task more than 3. And for it, for the detail for it, and I am going to just right click and saying that the in the slice of it, and Asta is directly showing me that the which activity I assign it more, and in here I can see that the which task is overloaded, and I assign it more resources in there. And let's get back in the histogram part, and let me And I think you realize it that when I moving to my activity and directly in here, directly my histogram is changing. For example, it is something happened on project and I decided that postpone 1 or 2 weeks my activities. I am just going there and just postponing my activities a few weeks, and as you see directly it is moving in histogram as well. And let's get back in here, and also I would like to show you one more histogram in here, such as this is, let's say, is the our cost, project cost, and let's say that this is net cash flow. And as you see, this is my old project, this is my cost, this is my income, and also Asta Powerproject generate for me that the my net cash flow. And you see that the my cash flow is the started the negatively, and later on it is going to be positive. And we don't in generally we don't like, and we don't want to kind of this situation. And for the avoiding of this, I am just delaying some activities a few days, and I am seeing that the directly reflection and my uh, cash flow is going to be plus. And just I am delaying 1 to 3 days, and as you see my net cash flow is going to be positively. This is not today our concern, but just I wanted to show you how it is work in Asta Power project. And this is my as I said, this is my histogram for the allocation, and I can make it more analyze them. And let me show you another example of it. And I am going to another project. If you want, we can share with you as well. And in here we will go to more detail of the resource modeling actually. And as I said, if you want, you can contact with us and we can share with you that the this sample. And in left hand side, as you see that the my uh, permanent resource modeling is the non-model type of activity, effort on allocation, work on allocation, and work from the task model, and effort activity budget model type, and consumable resources modeling over here, non-modeling quantity on allocation and quantity from the task. And we just defined, I just order for them to easy to understand. And right now I am going to non-modeling type, and let's look at the this side. And we are using this model, this kind of model, if you want the resource allocate to be consumable, consumed or supplied for the full duration of the task. And what does it mean? And I am just going to my Gantt chart part, and please see that my effort, and please see that my allocation. I'm just extending my duration, and it is just system is automatically calculate for me that the allocation, my allocation for the this time I need one, let's say that in here, as you see how it is reflecting. I'm just changing my duration, and it is system is automatically calculate for me allocation for it. And in here it is system, I before it I just give to system that my effort is the total work is the, or I can also change it. Let's say that this is 200 hour, and system is automatically calculate for the 400 effort. uh, is I need a two architect. And if I reducing to my duration of task, and it is going to be up, and in this time if I would like to complete my task I need a 5 allocation 5 architect. And let me delete this one and assign again. I'm just going to my project view and selecting my resources and architect. I'm just dragging and dropping, and it is really easy as you see, and just drag and drop. And later on I am saying that my allocation is 5 for this task, and system is automatically calculate for me. If I extend the duration, and the system is reducing my allocation because I am just extending my duration. And let's go to detail of this and look at the properties. And right now is system is calculating my effort and balancing my allocation. Let's change it, and let's say that the calculate my duration, and let me close it, and I am just changing to effort, that let's say 400 hours. And as you see, and it is automatically extended, and let's say that this is 100 hours work, and it is automatically system is calculating my duration of this. And this is the I can advise them for the using some kind of project. And let's look at the another type of it. And I'm going up and selecting the effort on allocation. And for the effort on allocation means that we are using this modeling type when you know the amount of the effort that is required to complete a task. And let me give you an example. You might know that the task, and it will take 10 engineers days of effort, right? And this could be satisfied one engineers working for the 10 days or two engineers working for the 5 days, right? If you use this model method, you must really own the estimate of the effort as the beginning level. And for example, let's see that the yes, and look at the I know the my effort, right? And I want the system to calculate that the my duration or resource allocation. And let's say that I for the this type, and I'm just saying that 500 hours, and system is calculate for me that the how many architect I need this duration. Okay, and I am going to detail and looking to my effort, my modeling type, and is here it has been selected the effort and allocation, and I can say that the system please calculate for me that the duration, and I can make it change, and balancing is allocation. And let's close it, and let's look at the example. And I'm just saying that this is my allocation is that just and just for okay, and system is automatically calculate for me that the duration. Why? Because I said that the system please calculate for me that the duration, but it is not changing as you see my effort. And also I can say that this is 300 hours, and I want to use for architecture for it, and please calculate for me that the duration. And system is directly showing me that result over here. Or I can say that the I have just one architect, and I have just 50-hour work, and system is also calculating for me that the duration. Okay, and let's say that 150 hour, and it is going to be, let's say, 18 days and 6 hours. And let's say that I have a not one architect and I have a three architect, and system is going to calculate this is 6 days and 2 hours. And generally it is working like that. And let's look at another type of the allocation over here, and the work on allocation type task. And what it provides us, and we are using this modeling if you know the amount of work that is required to complete the task. Work is amount of an item that must be used up for the task to be completed, right? A resource completion and amount of the work also has a work rate, and let me give you an example for it. And you may know that the task involves installing, for example, 400 meters cable, and that's the engineer resource has a work rate is the 4 meters uh, cable installing per day or per hour, and we will define it. And so one engineer could complete task in a 10 days, and two engineers can complete this task in a 5 days. And in here, let's go for first of all my modeling. And as I see, this is the work on allocation, and allocation number in here. I can make change over here or spreadsheet, and my defined work is there. For example, let's say that this is 200 units I have a work, and my work rate is the per day, let's say 10. Okay, and let me close it, and system is automatically calculate for me that this is going to be 10 days. And let's change the amount of work, and over here, yes. And let's get another example, and let's say that this is our architect, my resources architect, and I have a totally 100 units. For example, let's say that I will create 100 doors, okay, and I have a just one architect, and I want the system to calculate how many days and how many times it will take it. And also in here, I know that the productivity rate, and this is really important, productivity rate, because uh, what does it mean actually productivity rate? It means that amount of work performs in a particular time, okay, and this is important. And I know that my productivity rate, and let's say that my architect can draw uh, 2 doors in a hour, okay, and system is automatically calculate for me that the duration. You see, this is going to be 50 days, and I am saying that I have a not one architect, but I have a, let's say, 5 architect, and system is calculating for me that this is 10. And let me sum up again, and I say that I have a work, okay, and this is the 100 units to drawing to, let's say, window, okay, and I have a 5 architect, and I know that their productivity rate, which means that for the each hour they are drawing just 2 windows, okay, and the system is automatically calculate for me that the duration. And let's look at the detail, and let's say that the work rate is, let me change that, my architect is really good, and they are uh, doing 10 windows for me, 10 windows per the day. And let's, or I can say that I can define that in here, that not day in, let's say, in hour, Yes, and they are drawing 2 hour, or let's say they are drawing 5 hour in the each uh, five windows for the each hour they are drawing, and I am just saying that in totally I have a 500 windows work, and my architect is just I have just two architect. And as you see that the system is automatically showing me that the duration of that. Okay, I think it is not a complicated, and I'm just sorry, I'm just uh, defining my work, how many, and it can be unit, it can be square meters, and it can be any kind of unit over here, and it is depend on you. And I'm just saying that this is the unit, okay, or let's say that this is square meter or any kind of them. And I'm just saying that this is unit, and I have a 500 work to complete it, and I know the my work rate. It can be hour, it can be day, it can be month, it can be week, and I'm just saying that this is my productivity rate. It is 5, 10, 2, or 1. I'm just defining it, and later on system is calculating for me that the whole duration. And also I am just changing my duration. Also system is calculating me how many allocation I need to complete the total work. As you see, my work is 500, and I'm just extend my duration, and system is automatically calculate for me that the allocation. And let's say that my productivity rate is 5 per hour. Let's check that again. Yes, is the hour, and system is telling me complete it this time 1.7, and is the I needed almost 3 architect, and it is directly calculate for me that the how many allocation I need to complete in this time. And the last one is the work from task modeling. And if you look at the task work, and this is directly coming from the task, and it has been assigned to also my resources over here, but it is calculating for me that the task work from the task. Okay, and let's look at the allocation. I am saying that this is, or this is, let me delete it and assign it again, and I'm going to my permanent resources, and let's say that this is electrician, or let's say this is fitters. I'm just dragging and drawing over here, and it has been, as you see, assigned. And right now I'm going to model of it, and I am saying that just work on allocation, work from task, sorry, and it is done. I assign it, and right now I am just saying that my allocation type and allocation number, it is just the same, 4, and system is calculating for me that the uh, duration, or I can say that, because I cannot extend my task, because it is, as you see, it is calculating for me that the duration. If I change duration to allocation, and system will calculate for me that the allocation. Let's close it, and let's say that, oh, let's say that again, duration, I have 500 task work instead of, let's say, 100 cubic meter work, and as you see, it is calculating for me how many days I will complete this work. It is just saying that 3 days, and allocation, I have a not 4 fitters, I have just 1 fitters, and it is showing that me you will calculate in in 12 days. And also I can add in here histogram, and I can see that the histogram view over there. I'm just going to service engineer, and I'm just selecting filter and saying that please show me that availability of the allocation, and it is, as you see, it is showing that me my resource, and let's say that it is 5, but my task work is not 100, it is going to be 1000, as you see. And system is showing me that the 25 days is this is the amount of the work, this is my allocation, and I have a 5 filters, and this is my work, and system is calculating the duration. And also in the histogram, it's telling me that this is my availability resource, and I overlap it. Let me get reduce it and saying that to allocation, and it's showing me to a histogram as a not, I am not passing the my limitation. Right now I am inside my limitation. Yes, because my limitation is the 4. How can I change my limitation? As I showed before, I'm just going inside the detail, and over there availability, I'm saying that this is not a 4, I'm saying that this is 10. Okay, and let me close it and get back my work on task. And as you see in histogram, it has been increased, and not 4 days for people limitation. Right now is the 10 people filters. This is my limit, and let's see in here again, and right now is my allocation is 9, let's say, and it is, and I think I assigned 2 times, that's why it is passing it. And yes, and simply I can say that this is the let's sum up again this one, and let me assign one more time, and let's say that this is the electricians, and let me delete the histogram. And in here, as I said, yes, it is come from the task work, this work, and I am saying the system please calculate for me that the with, let me change this one effort from the task, and let's say okay, this 20 per hour, or yes, per hour, and my total work is that, and system is automatically calculating for me that the duration, as you see. Sorry for my voice. And let's look at another one, and the last one is for the permanent resources is effort resource budget modeling type. Over here, actually it is very simple, and this one is calculated from the effort, and it has been defined at my effort, and I am just assigning more than one resources. For example, let me delete 2 of them. Let's assign again, and directly, as you see, this is calculating my effort for the my one resources. And right now I am just going and saying that also this is filter working for it, and also I'm not task workers for working for this. And as you see, system is automatically showing that my effort and how they are separating between them. And let's say that this is the one fitters and this is two tag workers, and I'm saying that this is not two and I have a five, and it is calculating me that the total effort. And let's say that this is the not one fitters, I have a two fitters, and system is showing me that the total effort for this task. And permanent resources is that, and I'm right now going to show you because our time is already finished. I would like to just mention that the consumable resource as well quickly, and non-modeling is, as you know, and as I explained you. And let's look at that the quantity allocation. And in here, this kind of model is when you know the quantity of the resource that you have to model it. And in here, I know that the quantity, and let's say that I have 200 quantity, and system is directly showing me that the and duration and things. And in here, it is the key point is let's look at this side, and I know my consumption rate, and this is the 50 for the per day, and I'm saying that not 50, it is just 10 for the per 10 units for the day, and I'm just saying okay. And this is, as you see, this is my rate for the using daily, and this is total my quantity 200, and I am doing every day is the 10 units, and it is going to be end in a 20 days, as you see. Let's say that this is not 200 and this is, let's say, 500 bricks I have, and my production rate is daily is 20. Okay, and system is calculate for me that you will complete your task in a 25 days. Or I can show you that I am extending my duration and my quantity, how many bricks I need, it is showing over here. And I am saying that this is just 6 days work, and system is calculating for me that the also quantity. And actually we are doing like this, not in the opposite way, but it is a better way to just writing, giving the quantity. Let's say that 400 quantity I have bricks, and my production rate is daily 20, and it is going to be in a 20 days. Or let's say that it is daily is 40, and it is going to be in a 10 days. And let's say that this is not 55, and it is going to be around 7 days. Yes, and this is the another calculation model in the consumable resource part. And the last one is the quantity of the task, and this is directly taking quantity from the task. And if I know that the task work, it is saying that, let's say this is 300 units, 3000 units, and my production rate is daily 1000, let's say that 500 per day, and it is calculating for me that is the 16 days, and it is showing me that the total duration of my work. And let's look at another perspective side. Yes, and generally I mentioned about the all resources type, and as you see in Asta how powerful that your planning and managing your resources. And if you have any question, could you please type in here, and I already over the time, and I will try to answer it. But as I see that the someone is asking me Primavera integration, and in for the Primavera, we can say that they're not importing directly. Even that I'm just clicking and opening the Primavera file, and no worry for the Primavera integration. Even that we are not importing any file, just clicking and open in Asta Power Project. And if you have any kind of question, could you please type, and I will try to answer it. Okay. Okay. And right now I am leaving, and thank you for the attending our section. It has been already recorded, this section. And if you would like to see, and if you would like to watch it again, please contact with us, and we can share this link, and you can download it, this video, and watch it again. Thank you for the attending. Have a nice day.